Japan is a land of fascinating contrasts, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern innovations. Did you know that Japan has over 5 million vending machines, offering everything from hot meals to fresh flowers? Or that there's an island filled with friendly roaming deer that bow for food? From futuristic robots to centuries-old temples, life in Japan is full of surprises. Stick around, and let's uncover some of the most intriguing facts about this unique country. Number 1. Japan is made up of over 6,800 islands. Were you aware that in addition to its well-known main islands such as Honshu and Hokkaido, Japan is comprised of more than 6,800 islands? Japan is not just one single piece of land. It is a vast group of islands that extends over 3,000 kilometers from the north to the south. Picture this: over 6,800 islands spread out across the Sea of Japan, the Pacific Ocean, and the East China Sea. A lot of these islands remain untouched and without inhabitants, providing pristine natural beauty that is a paradise for nature enthusiasts. Imagine beautiful forests, pristine waters, and breathtaking coastlines ready to be discovered. However, nature is not the only focus. The islands of Japan also have a diverse cultural and historical background. From ancient temples located on secluded islands to old fishing villages frozen in time, every island has a distinct tale to share. Consider Okinawa as an example. It is not just a stunning tropical haven with beautiful shores. It also has a unique culture and history that makes it different from mainland Japan. Alternatively, think about the famous island of Sado, recognized for its indigenous performing arts and breathtaking scenery. Number 2. Sumo wrestling is Japan's national sport. Sumo wrestling is not merely a sport in Japan. It is a time-honored tradition based on ancient ceremonies thought to amuse the deities. Originating at least in the 8th century, sumo has transformed from sacred rituals to a widely revered national activity. Sumo wrestlers, also called sumotori, lead a lifestyle deeply rooted in tradition and strict discipline. They live in specialized training stables known as sumo-baya, where they adhere to strict daily schedules aimed at developing tremendous strength and flexibility. Their days begin with intense training sessions and ceremonies that pay tribute to the sport's traditions. Sumo bouts involve more than just physical strength. They showcase tactics and customs. Wrestlers strive to push their opponents out of a circular ring or onto the ground through a range of techniques that have been practiced for centuries. The sport represents the cultural wealth of Japan, combining athleticism with deep reverence for history and tradition. Number 3. Japan is known for its speedy bullet trains. Japan is well known for its various attractions such as sushi, cherry blossoms, and the impressive Shinkansen, also known as bullet trains. These trains aren't ordinary. They are stylish, productive, and they travel across the country quickly, faster than you can greet with konnichiwa. Picture yourself moving at speeds exceeding 321 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to more than 200 miles per hour. Passengers on Japan's Shinkansen network experience this on a daily basis. These trains are not only speedy, but also extremely reliable, almost down to the second. It's not surprising that they have become a symbol of Japan's efficiency and innovation on a global scale. But brace yourself, as it becomes even more remarkable. The Maglev L0 series, the speediest among these bullet trains, achieved incredible speeds of up to 603 kilometers per hour, equivalent to 374 miles per hour, while being tested, setting new records. Indeed, it's true, 374 miles per hour. Try to picture the sensation of being aboard the ship. Now, you might be curious about how these trains are able to reach such impressive speeds. The advanced technology and engineering expertise are responsible for everything. The rails are created to reduce friction, and the trains are streamlined to minimize resistance. Additionally, maglev trains employ magnetic levitation technology, in which strong magnets elevate the train just above the track, enabling a more seamless and rapid transportation experience. Number 4. It's home to the busiest pedestrian crossing in the world. Shibuya Crossing, situated in the center of Tokyo, is more than just a crossing. It's a remarkable sight. Each day, the intersection is overrun by thousands of individuals, moving in synchronization from every angle. It resembles a choreographed performance that allows one to truly experience the heartbeat of the city. Picture this. At busy times, as many as 2,500 pedestrians cross at the same time in various directions. It's a captivating view that captures the vibrancy and beat of Tokyo's lifestyle. However, Shibuya Crossing extends beyond being simply a place for pedestrians to cross. It holds significance as a cultural monument. Surrounding this busy intersection are lively stores, dining establishments, and entertainment spots that attract both tourists and locals, making Shibuya a popular destination. Top tip for tourists: for optimal vantage point of this city symphony, go up to the Shibuya Sky Lookout Deck. From that vantage point, you'll see a breathtaking view of Tokyo's skyscrapers and the captivating movement of people on the streets below. Next time you are in Tokyo, be sure to enjoy the excitement of Shibuya Crossing. It isn't only a crossing, it is a cultural phenomenon that represents Tokyo's vibrant essence. Number 5. Japan has the highest density of vending machines per capita. Are you aware that Japan has more vending machines per person than any other country in the world? It may be hard to believe, but there are more than 5 million vending machines placed throughout this nation. That equates to approximately 1 vending machine per 23 individuals. However, these machines are not your typical ones that simply provide snacks and beverages. In Japan, vending machines are available selling a wide variety of items. Looking for an umbrella when it's raining? It's not a problem. Did you leave behind your reading material? Take a magazine. Are you in the mood for something heartier? What do you think about a warm meal or maybe some newly caught lobster? It all began in the past when the initial vending machine in Japan was installed to distribute cigarettes. Since that time, the idea has grown rapidly into a widespread occurrence. Currently, these machines are capable of satisfying any possible need, ranging from necessities such as toiletries and office supplies to surprising choices like flowers and ice cream. The level of integration of vending machines in Japanese culture is truly intriguing. When you stroll down any street in this area, it's likely you'll come across at least one vending machine. It shows how much Japan values convenience and automation. Number 6. Over 80% of the country is mountainous. Were you aware that more than 80% of this stunning country is filled with mountains? Yes, Japan offers more than just busy urban areas and blooming cherry trees. It is a haven for those who love mountains. Picture this. You're located in the heart of Honshu, frequently referred to as the top of Japan. Here, you will discover a stunning scenery decorated with mountains that reach heights over 3,000 meters. These mountains are not just pretty views, they are the product of amazing geological processes. Japan's mountain ranges, such as the well-known Japan Alps, were created as a result of the collision between the continental crust of Asia and the Pacific Oceanic crust. This impact caused the elevation of the area, forming the rough landscape of Japan throughout countless centuries. Japan offers more than just high mountains. It is also the residence of more than 100 active volcanoes, which enhances its natural beauty with an exciting touch. Imagine yourself climbing famous volcanoes such as Mount Fuji, Mount Aeso, or Sakurajima, each providing a distinct and exciting experience. In reality, Japan is home to approximately 10% of the total number of active volcanoes globally. Yes, Japan's volcanic terrains offer numerous chances for excitement and amazement to all adrenaline enthusiasts. Number 7. Japanese people have one of the highest life expectancies in the world. Japan has one of the highest life expectancies globally, coming in second only to Hong Kong. The typical life expectancy in this location is approximately 84 years, a significant increase compared to numerous other nations, such as the United States, where it's roughly 79 years. Even more impressive is the fact that Japan has the highest percentage of elderly residents worldwide, with 28% of its population being 65 years old and above. What is the mystery behind Japan's remarkable longevity numbers? One important factor is located in Okinawa, a group of islands in the East China Sea known as the Island of Longevity. Here, a considerable amount of individuals reach the age of 100 or older. Their way of life appears to be the key, a mix of nutritious diets filled with veggies, fish, and tofu, along with a concept known as ikigai, meaning reason for being. This idea focuses on discovering happiness and meaning in everyday life, leading to better overall health. Okinawans not only have a longer lifespan, but also experience a significantly low prevalence of age-related illnesses. The support of their surroundings and community are also vital in preserving their well-being and joy. Okinawa has become a global symbol of longevity, illustrating how lifestyle and culture can greatly influence life expectancy. It's hard to believe, but Japan has more than 70,000 centenarians, individuals aged 100 or older. This impressive figure represents not only personal lifespan, but also larger social influences that promote well-being in old age. Number 8. There is a rabbit island in Japan. Situated in Japan's inner sea, Okunoshima has become well known for its cute residents, bunnies. More than 1,000 rabbits are believed to reside on this island, creating an ideal destination for both animal enthusiasts and visitors. It is equally fascinating to consider how these rabbits manage to flourish in this environment. Without any natural enemies present, they have increased in number over time, resulting in an adorable and affectionate display that attracts tourists from everywhere. However, Rabbit Island holds a more sinister history. In World War II, Okunoshima served as an area for testing chemical weapons. It serves as a stark reminder of the island's complicated history, contrasting sharply with its current joyful atmosphere. Today, you have the opportunity to discover this historical period at the Poison Gas Museum, learning about this dark era. When you're scheduling a trip, keep in mind that Okunoshima can only be accessed by ferry. Make sure to review the ferry timetables in advance. The island measures approximately 4 kilometers in circumference, ideal for a leisurely walk that typically takes 1 hour to finish. Remember to bring some food for the rabbits as well. Feeding these cute animals enhances the experience. Number 9. The world's oldest company is found in Japan. In the year 578 AD, Kongo Gumi, a Japanese construction company, was founded. To give some context, it was established only 100 years following the decline of the Roman Empire. For more than 1,400 years, Kongo Gumi focused on building Buddhist temples and shrines throughout Japan. Picture the skill and commitment that were invested in their work throughout those many years. In 2006, Kongo Gumi, despite its long history, encountered financial difficulties and was acquired by Takamatsu Kensetsu, becoming a subsidiary. Despite no longer being a standalone entity, Kongo Gumi carries on its legacy within a new organization, with a focus on building, fixing, and upkeeping Buddhist temples. Discuss the concept of resilience. Not only is Kongo Gumi located in Japan, but the country also has 6 of the world's oldest companies. And guess what? Numerous companies in Japan have existed for more than 100 years. It is evidence of Japan's strong history and lasting entrepreneurial drive. Number 10. The number 4 is considered extremely unlucky in Japan. The Japanese word for the number 4, shi, sounds like the word for death, leading many Japanese individuals to try to avoid using it. Picture entering a Japanese structure and observing an intriguing fact. Frequently, there is no 4th floor present. Indeed, numerous buildings choose to go from the 3rd floor straight to the 5th floor in order to completely skip having a 4th floor. However, this belief also applies to various aspects of daily life, not just structures. In packaging, gifts and store items are commonly grouped in sets of 3 or 5, intentionally avoiding the number 4. This tradition stems from a strong cultural value in steering clear of anything related to death. This superstition is deeply rooted in Japanese culture, impacting different aspects of everyday life, such as house hunting and medical facilities. It demonstrates the significant influence cultural beliefs have on even the most minor aspects of daily life. Number 11. Slurping your noodles is considered polite. In Japan, slurping is considered normal, unlike in many other places where it can be seen as impolite. Slurping your noodles is not only about the noise, but also an indication that you are savoring the dish completely. In Japanese cuisine, there is a focus on freshness and tastes, and when you slurp your food, you are demonstrating gratitude towards the chef. It is thought that slurping noodles improves their flavor and temperature, making them more pleasurable to eat. For those of us who are not used to eating in this manner, there is no need to be concerned. Some establishments even offer bibs to shield your garments from unforeseen splatters. It is all a part of the overall experience. Speaking of that, using chopsticks might be difficult if you're not familiar with them. However, a helpful hint is to loosen your hold and allow the chopsticks to do the job. If you're wearing your favorite clothes and spill something, The bib can come in handy. Number 12. The country encounters around 1,500 earthquakes every year. Were you aware that Japan encounters approximately 1,500 earthquakes annually? That amounts to over 4 earthquakes daily. This remarkable occurrence is not by chance. Japan is situated directly on top of 3 very active tectonic plates in the region known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. It's similar to residing on a fault line with frequent seismic activity. The Pacific Ring of Fire isn't merely a label. It is a belt that surrounds the Pacific Ocean, where more than 75% of the world's volcanoes, both active and dormant, are located. Indeed, Japan is encircled by around 850 to 1,000 volcanoes that have been active in the past 11,000 years. One of the most catastrophic earthquakes to hit Japan occurred on September 1, 1923. It registered an immense strength of 7.9 and endured for a painful duration of 4 to 10 minutes. The aftermath resulted in a catastrophic loss of life, with an estimated 140,000 people perishing. Japan differs from many countries in how they measure earthquakes, using the Shindo scale instead of magnitude. Contrary to magnitude, which determines the power of an earthquake at its center, the Shindo scale evaluates the level of shaking felt in various areas on the Earth's surface. Therefore, when you learn about Japan's regular earthquakes, keep in mind that they are not random events, but rather the result of geography and geology at work. Number 13. The popular video game series Pokémon originated in Japan. Pokémon, which stands for Pocket Monsters, originated as a video game idea created by Satoshi Tajiri and Ken Sugimori. Launched in 1996 under the titles Pokémon Red and Green in Japan, these games promptly fascinated players around the globe. The objective of Pokémon is straightforward but engaging. Players start a quest as Pokémon trainers, collecting and teaching creatures called Pokémon to engage in battles with one another. The final challenge? To fill the Pokédex by capturing each of the 151 original Pokémon species. Pokémon's popularity extended beyond just video games. The franchise grew to include a highly popular trading card game and a cartoon show. This multimedia strategy both entertained and fostered a lively fan base worldwide. Nevertheless, the path of Pokémon was not free of obstacles. On December 16, 1997, a particular episode of the Pokémon anime series created a lot of excitement in Japan. The show included strobe lighting effects that caused seizures in approximately 700 children without warning. This singular event led to important modifications in television standards and recognition of photosensitive epilepsy, despite being an isolated occurrence. Number 14. It's customary not to hand people money directly. In Japan, it is common to see a small tray or dish placed on the counter, whether you are at a store or a restaurant. This serves a purpose beyond just being ornamental. It plays a crucial role in Japanese customs. The custom is to place your payment on the tray instead of directly giving cash or a credit card to the cashier or vendor. This action is more than just being convenient. It shows respect and consideration for the other person. This tradition has been around for centuries and showcases ingrained cultural beliefs in regard and courtesy. By utilizing the tray, you demonstrate consideration for others' cleanliness and health by reducing physical touch. Furthermore, in today's environment, utilizing the tray aids in decreasing the transmission of germs and bacteria. It is a discreet but efficient method to uphold cleanliness while conducting transactions. In the absence of a tray, it is crucial to remember to always use both hands when giving or receiving something. Giving money, a gift, or a business card with both hands indicates honesty and reverence. In Japanese society, presenting something with one hand is often viewed as impolite or informal. Using both hands displays appreciation for the interaction and the individual you are engaging with. Number 15. Japan is extremely clean. Picture yourself strolling through Tokyo, one of the biggest cities in the world, and coming across no litter at all on the streets. How are they able to accomplish that? Let's discover. To start with, it is definitely not a mere legend. The streets here are truly pristine. You may be curious about what their secret is. Ultimately, it all comes down to a cultural mentality. In Japan, there is a strong reverence for communal areas. People just do not throw garbage. Leaving trash behind is viewed as impolite and disrespectful. Volunteers not only play a huge role, but also contribute significantly. Individuals of every age, ranging from students to senior citizens, frequently engage in community cleanup events. It is not required. It is a voluntary demonstration of civic pride. These volunteers equip themselves with gloves and bags to clean their neighborhoods by sweeping, picking up litter, and ensuring cleanliness. It demonstrates the Japanese appreciation for cleanliness and community through a joint endeavor, and it's not solely based on looks. Maintaining cleanliness in the streets reflects broader values including respect, discipline, and consideration for others. It contributes to Japan's reputation as a delightful place to reside and explore. Number 16. Japan has many active volcanoes. Were you aware that Japan houses an impressive 110 active volcanoes? Yes, scientists keep a close watch on 47 of them because of recent eruptions or the possibility of volcanic activity. The volcanic activity in Japan is caused by its specific geographical location on the Pacific Ring of Fire, where multiple tectonic plates meet. This geological hotspot not just molds the terrain of Japan, but also impacts its culture and everyday living. Mount Fuji is the most iconic volcano in Japan among the others. Ascending impressively to a height of 3,776 meters, 12,389 feet, it serves as both a national emblem and a live volcano that had its most recent eruption in 1707. Although it is inactive, it continues to be a topic of research and captivating beauty for both tourists and residents. However, Mount Fuji is not the only example. Japan's variety of volcanoes is impressive. From the sulfuric fumes of Mount Aso in Kyushu to the volcanic islands of Ogasawara, these natural attractions draw in adventurers, scientists, and visitors who are excited to see the unfiltered strength and loveliness of Earth's geological powers. The constant occurrence of earthquakes in Japan reflects the country's ever-changing geology. Frequent earthquakes, which frequently arise from these volcanic areas, serve as a continual indication of the nation's dynamic tectonic environment. However, it is this specific environment that has influenced Japan's ability to bounce back and advancements in predicting earthquakes and preparing for disasters. Number 17. Japan is home to the deepest underwater postbox. Situated in Suzami, a picturesque fishing village in Wakayama Prefecture, this subaqueous mailbox boasts a distinctive achievement. Located 30 feet beneath the ocean's surface, this is not just a regular postbox. It's also a spectacular underwater attraction. Picture sending your mail and greeting cards to be transported from the ocean's floor. Suzami's underwater mailbox achieved worldwide fame in 2002 upon receiving official recognition from Guinness World Records. Since being set up in 1999, it has gotten an astounding 32,000 pieces of mail. Yes, indeed, numerous letters, cards, and packages have been sent and collected from this underwater mailbox. This is more than just a unique spot for tourists. It also benefits the local residents and tourists. You don't have the chance to send mail from underwater every day, do you? Number 18. Japan has ice cream that does not melt. Before you picture ice cream that remains solid indefinitely, let me explain. This unique dessert doesn't melt as fast as traditional ice cream. In truth, it can endure without melting for multiple hours. Ideal for the scorching summer days in Japan. The tale of this wonder is very fascinating. Scientists were conducting experiments on the chemical composition of strawberries in order to assist farmers impacted by the earthquake of 2011. In the course of these experiments, they unexpectedly discovered a formula that resulted in the development of this slow-melting ice cream. Picture savoring your preferred ice cream flavor without fretting over it melting into a pool within a few minutes. It's not surprising that this finding swiftly became a peculiar draw in Japan, especially for families and ice cream lovers. Number 19. Japan has a highway that passes through a building. Picture having to go to work daily with a main highway passing through the building where you work. It may seem strange, but it's accurate. This incredible piece of architecture can be seen at the Gate Tower building in Osaka, Japan. The Gate Tower building in Osaka has the Hanshin Expressway running through its 5th, 6th, and 7th floors, forming an integral part of the city's road network. Now, you may be asking yourself, how exactly does that operate? The brilliance of Japanese engineering means that the highway does not make direct contact with the building. Instead of going around, the road goes through the levels of the structure with custom-made supports. While drivers speed by on the highway, The workers in the building below are usually completely unaware of the traffic going overhead. The construction of the building incorporates soundproof materials to prevent highway noise and vibrations from affecting the offices and businesses located within. Japan's creative urban planning and infrastructure is showcased through the innovative combination of a highway and a high-rise building. It shows how the country can creatively address space limitations in crowded city areas like Osaka. Number 20. Solo dining is common. In Japan, eating by yourself isn't seen as lonely. Instead, it's a valuable chance for self-indulgence and trying new foods. In contrast to some locations where dining alone can be uncomfortable, Japan's eateries have perfected the skill of turning solo dining into an enjoyable event. Imagine this. You enter a comfortable Japanese restaurant, welcomed not with curious stares, but with a friendly greeting. Numerous dining establishments in Japan offer counter seating, which is ideal for customers dining alone. Here, you have the opportunity to comfortably observe the chef's skillful meal preparation as they cook right in front of you. It's more than just eating. It's a close culinary show. Eating alone in Japan is more than just easy. It's about enjoying each moment. You can completely engage in the tastes, consistencies, and scents of your meal, undistracted. It's an opportunity to admire the skill and care put into every dish, whether it's classic sushi or piping hot bowls of ramen. It's not just about the food alone. Eating alone in Japan is a cultural experience on its own. It demonstrates a reverence for individual space and a value for being alone in a busy society. Being a local office worker getting a fast meal or a tourist discovering the native food, eating alone provides a peaceful break in the day. Number 21. Vegetarians and vegans may have a bit of a challenge finding food. Japan is well known for its diverse food culture, ranging from sushi to ramen. However, for those who follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, exploring this flavorful culinary world can present some difficulties. It can be difficult to find strictly plant-based choices in traditional Japanese cuisine, which typically focuses on seafood or meat. Having been a vegetarian myself, I've picked up some tips over time. Despite a growing number of vegetarian-friendly restaurants in Japan, they are still relatively few in comparison to other regions worldwide. For example, one of the most iconic Japanese foods is sushi, which typically highlights seafood as its main element. Nevertheless, there are alternatives such as kappamaki, cucumber rolls, or avocado rolls specifically for vegetarians. Having a clear plan in advance is essential. Mobile apps such as Happy Cow are extremely helpful in finding restaurants with vegetarian or vegan options in close proximity. By taking some time to prepare, you can savor Japanese dishes that cater to your specific dietary needs. Ramen, also a popular choice in Japan, usually has a broth made from meat, but there are now options that use vegetable or mushroom bases with the same great taste. The key is to discover and inquire. Numerous dining establishments are prepared to cater to special dietary needs if you ask politely. Don't hesitate to ask about vegetarian choices. You may be amazed by their innovative selections. With some investigation and a willingness to try new foods, vegetarians and vegans can still enjoy Japan's culinary delights despite the challenges. Number 22. Japan has a limited immigration rate. Are you aware that Japan has one of the lower rates of immigration compared to other developed nations? This intentional decision is essential for maintaining Japan's diverse cultural history and customs. Japan deeply values its cultural heritage, which is evident in its demographic data. According to the most recent 2018 census, an overwhelming 97.6% of the population is of Japanese ethnicity. The dedication to cultural uniformity creates a strong feeling of togetherness and inclusion within the Japanese population. It enables them to value and maintain their customs handed down for generations. By striking a delicate equilibrium between honoring their cultural heritage and welcoming progress, Japan has established a community where old customs peacefully coexist with state-of-the-art innovations. While Japan invites people from all over the world to enjoy its beauty and hospitality, its immigration rules show a commitment to preserving its cultural identity. Number 23. Japanese people are super polite. Picture yourself in Japan, encircled by a multitude of strange signs and communication obstacles. Do not be afraid. The rescue is aided by Japanese politeness. If you don't know Japanese, people in the area will make a special effort to help you. Using maps or giving directions through gestures is a common way for them to help you navigate. Their dedication to assisting others is remarkable, even when faced with language obstacles. Even if they are not fluent in English or do not speak at all, they will still manage to communicate. It might be done through small actions, maps listing all metro stations translated, each one, or a friendly grin. Now, let's discuss the act of bowing. Chances are, you have witnessed it in movies or travel documentaries. Bowing is a long-standing custom in Japan that conveys respect, appreciation, and modesty. It goes beyond mere formality. It is a deep gesture that mirrors their cultural beliefs. However, in Japan, politeness involves more than just physical actions. It is deeply embedded in daily exchanges. Japanese people place a high importance on showing respect in their language, whether it be by using polite phrases like please and thank you, or addressing others with honorifics such as san. A fascinating fact is that Japanese customer service is famous globally for its outstanding politeness. When you are shopping, eating out, or using public transportation, anticipate receiving the highest level of politeness. This is all a part of their dedication to ensuring visitors feel appreciated and welcomed. Number 24. Illegal to make clones. Although the idea of having a clone may seem like something out of a science fiction movie, Japan is firmly against human cloning. Since 2001, there have been strict measures in effect to prohibit any experiments in this field. Anyone who breaks these laws could receive a maximum penalty of 10 years in jail or significant fines. This rule is not simply a legal oddity, it is a significant action designed to stop unethical scientific behavior. Cloning poses serious ethical concerns regarding identity, uniqueness, and the value of life. Japan ensures that its scientific community operates within strict ethical boundaries by making it illegal. It is interesting how Japan's strategy aligns with a worldwide agreement on the importance of regulating biotechnological progress. The cloning of humans continues to be a contentious and delicate subject across the globe. Governments and societies struggle to find a balance between scientific advancements and ethical concerns. Number 25. You can't be fat. When Japan crosses our minds, we typically think of sumo wrestlers. These athletes are well known globally for their large proportions and physical power. However, the surprising part is that obesity is extremely uncommon outside of the sumo arena. How is this managed by Japan? It's not only about what you eat, even though Japan's food is known for being balanced and nutritious. The true hidden truth is in the Metabo Law, which was implemented in 2008. This legislation mandates that individuals between the ages of 40 and 74 must undergo annual waistline measurements. It isn't about criticizing bodies, it's about encouraging good health and overall wellness. This proactive strategy assists people in monitoring their health and motivates them to uphold a healthy weight. It is a key component of a larger nationwide initiative to address obesity and encourage living longer. In addition to laws, Japanese society also prioritizes exercise and conscious eating. Japan's low obesity rates can be attributed to its walkable cities and cultural practice of savoring meals. While sumo wrestling represents Japan's admiration for strength and tradition, the majority of Japanese individuals prioritize maintaining health and equilibrium in their daily lives. Number 26. People are hired to push people inside trains. Picture a city in which the majority of people rely on trains for their daily commute. Tokyo is simply a busy urban area where public transportation is essential for millions of people. Yet, this dependence has resulted in a distinct issue: overcrowded train cars. Actually, numerous rail lines function past their planned capacity, frequently going over 100%. In order to deal with this overcrowding, Tokyo has come up with a clever plan, employing workers called transit pushers, or oshiya. What is their occupation? Physically shove individuals onto trains during busy times. While it might seem strange, it is actually a pragmatic solution to address the high need for space within the vessel. The transit pushers are skilled experts who make sure that every carriage accommodates the maximum number of passengers. Their function goes beyond physical strength. It involves being efficient and making sure all individuals reach their destination safely and punctually. This demonstrates the effectiveness of Japanese public transportation and their commitment to ensuring seamless access to essential services for all. It shows how Tokyo creatively addresses urban challenges. Number 27. Gambling is illegal. Have you ever thought about the unexpected aspects of Japan? Did you realize that gambling is prohibited in this location? However, there is a unique Japanese twist to this story that must be considered. In Japan, traditional forms of gambling, such as casinos and betting, are strictly illegal due to legislation. Yet, there exists an intriguing loophole called pachinko. Presently, pachinko is not considered gambling per se. It is a form of entertainment in which players purchase miniature metal balls to place into a machine. Balls descend through a series of pins in a maze, with players potentially earning additional balls based on their landing spots. It resembles a vertical pinball game with a distinct Japanese influence. Here's the intriguing part. The balls you earn cannot be exchanged for cash directly. Instead of money, they are traded for tokens and rewards at the pachinko parlors. The prizes available can vary from toys to household goods. Now the trick is that these tokens and prizes can be brought to a different location, often close by, where they can be traded for money. This roundabout approach enables pachinko to function within the bounds of the law by presenting itself as entertainment, not gambling. Pachinko parlors are more than just gaming venues. They are integral social centers woven into the fabric of Japanese society. Numerous residents and tourists find pleasure in playing pachinko while taking advantage of this distinctive legal loophole. Therefore, even though traditional gambling is prohibited, Japan's pachinko industry serves as an example of how cultural subtleties can give rise to interesting deviations. Have you ever given pachinko a try? Number 28. Take power naps on the job. Picture this. You're at your job, feeling a little fatigued following a hectic morning. Instead of pushing through the afternoon slump, numerous Japanese employees practice inamuri, or napping while at work. What is the reason for their actions? It's not about being lazy, but more about increasing efficiency. Japanese companies think that taking a brief nap, sometimes only a few minutes long, can boost your energy and enhance your productivity. It is viewed as an indication that you are completely dedicated to your job and ready to put forth your utmost effort. This tradition has strong foundations in Japanese society, with a strong emphasis on the importance of hard work and commitment. Companies believe that by giving employees short breaks, they can sustain high levels of focus and innovation all day long. Now, here's the intriguing aspect. A few individuals have become skilled at pretending to take naps. It's a technique where you seem to be sleeping without actually falling into a deep slumber. In this manner, you can rejuvenate a little without spending too long away from your responsibilities. Therefore, if you observe someone in Japan with their head down at work next time, they might not be napping, but rather practicing the skill of inamuri. Number 29. Shoes not allowed inside homes. In Japan, taking off your shoes before entering a house is not just a personal preference, but a deeply honored custom. Picture yourself arriving at your friend's home and being kindly offered a pair of slippers as soon as you walk in. This tradition has its origins in Japan, where emphasis is placed on cleanliness and maintaining a respectful environment. In the past, Japanese houses were equipped with tatami mats, which are traditional straw mats commonly used as flooring. These mats are fragile and can be easily harmed by outdoor footwear. Additionally, it is typical in Japan to sit and lie directly on the floor, particularly during mealtimes and social gatherings. Picture yourself preparing to have a meal with friends and noticing that the floor is dirty from people wearing shoes outdoors. It would be completely unacceptable. The practice of taking off shoes and wearing indoor slippers or going barefoot inside became common to maintain cleanliness in indoor areas. It is not solely about cleanliness. It is also a way of showing appreciation for the host's home and their dedication to keeping it tidy. This tradition goes beyond only residential properties. It can be seen in various traditional Japanese settings, such as temples, ryokan, and certain restaurants. It mirrors a wider cultural focus on hygiene, awareness, and respect for others. It is interesting that taking off shoes has become so customary that it is now viewed as a standard social behavior. It is a regular aspect of everyday life in Japan, impacting various aspects such as home decor and social customs. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating insights into unique cultural events around the world. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.